The current lifestyle of people all over the world who enjoy the convenience of accessing everything from their phones has given the mobile industry a competitive advantage, prompting developers to look for quick frameworks to create the apps. However, the question of what to use to create these apps has been debated for some time. Hello everyone and welcome to this video on React Native versus Flutter by Intellipaat. Many developers now use a cross-platform app that offers a variety of capabilities to create social media apps, interactive apps, and e-commerce apps in order to create apps quickly. Although, developers frequently struggle to decide between Flutter and React Native. Both were created by the world's current tech behemoths, Facebook and Google. In this video, we are going to talk about the key aspects of both React Native and Flutter. With that, let us take a look at the agenda for this video. Firstly, we will see what is React Native, after which we will see what is Flutter. And lastly, the key differences between React Native and Flutter, which includes documentation, dynamic versus static programming, project size, layout, demand, performance, developer ecosystem, and lastly, device compatibility. But before we begin, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell icon so that you never miss any updates from us.
So what is React Native? Facebook created the open source JavaScript framework known as React Native. It is employed in the creation of genuine native mobile applications for the Android and iOS operating systems. With the help of a single code base, mobile apps may be made using this JavaScript framework, which expands on the React library. Instead of using web components as building blocks, it uses native components. Because of its cross-platform functionality, you can create code once and have it run on any platform. It reduces development time since it allows you to create apps for both the Android and iOS platforms using a single language, JavaScript. What is Flutter? Flutter is a UI toolkit for building natively built mobile, web, and desktop applications that are quick and beautiful. It uses a single programming language and a single code base to create the app. It is open source and free. It was first created by Google in May 2017 and is currently controlled by an ECMA standard. The Dart programming language is used by the mobile framework Flutter to create apps. Dart can be transcompiled into JavaScript code and has many similarities to other programming languages like Kotlin and Swift. Let us look at the key differences of React Native and Flutter. So let us look at the key differences of React Native and Flutter. First, documentation. Second, dynamic versus static programming. Next, program size. Then layout, demand, performance, developer ecosystem, and finally, device compatibility. So let us look at all of them in detail. First, documentation. React Native documentation is less well organized because it also relies largely on community developed dependent libraries. The documentation for Flutter is well produced, structured, and comprehensive. Then we talk about dynamic versus static programming. There are significant differences between Flutter and React Native's basic programming languages. JavaScript is by default dynamic. This makes it incredibly flexible because you can alter the values of different data types. Dart offers the best of both worlds because it is both dynamic and static. Since you are required to declare and use the correct data type, a statistically typed language is typically seen as being considerably safer. For instance, assigning a number to a string results in an error. Then we talk about project size. Applications built using React Native have a JavaScript runtime environment. Although they often have larger build sizes, Hermes and ProGuard can be enabled in React Native to decrease this size. Flutter apps tend to have large file sizes. Inevitably, Flutter apps will take up more space with their larger build sizes. Then let us look at the layout between React Native and Flutter. The user interface is built using a widget style in Flutter, while JavaScript and JSX are used in React Native. The code that Apple uses to construct UI elements like buttons is often hidden if you're developing mobile apps in a language like Swift. You don't have to make your own unique widgets unless you want to, because Flutter widgets are already made. You don't need to be concerned about compatibility issues because Google designed and tested the widgets. Flutter widgets, on the other hand, allow you to view the code that the Google developers used to construct them. Let us look at demand. As React Native is linked to the well-known web framework React, it is slightly more well-known than Flutter. Moreover, while React Native has been around longer, it has a bigger user base. The Flutter plugin for Android Studio comes with code tools, making it much simpler to write and debug your code. The fact that this plugin has approximately 12 million downloads as of this writing shows how well liked Flutter is. Performance. It is difficult to say whether a Flutter or React Native app performs better. There are numerous aspects to take into account, like the type of app, code base, animations, transitions, app size, layout, data passing, the end user's phone, and more. So it won't be the same for every app. React Native uses JavaScript bridges to communicate with the native code, and bridges can slow down app performance. The Dart code used by Flutter is directly translated into C, which is as near to native as you can go. It does not require any bridges to communicate with native code. You can safely assume that would make for better performance. Let us look at the developer ecosystem. Developers of Flutter usually check the official documentation. React Native, however, offers a number of choices, including the official documentation or a separate platform, the most well-liked of which is Expo. Compared to the official React Native docs, Expo offers more capabilities and modifications. Compared to the official React Native docs, Expo offers more capabilities and modifications, including an integrated icon library. Since JavaScript has been around since 1995, the React Native ecosystem is more developed and has more users. In contrast, Flutter was made available in 2017. React Native has a very active community across social media, but Flutter is no slouch. Both Flutter and React Native have been used in popular commercial applications. Flutter was used to create the apps made for Baidu, Groupon, and eBay, to name a few, while the apps for Facebook, Instagram, Shopify, and Discord were built with React Native. Finally, we look at the device compatibility. Both Flutter and React Native support ARM-powered Android smartphones as well as iPhone 4S and later Apple devices. For the development of apps, both also enable Android and iOS simulators. Flutter apps need iOS 9 or later on Apple devices, and React Native apps need iOS 11 or later. For Flutter apps on Android smartphones, the API level must be 19 or higher. For React Native apps, the API level must be 23. Android 5 or iOS 10 and above are the bare minimum supported versions for the Expo-based React Native apps. With that, we come to the end of this video. Thank you for watching.
Just a quick info, guys. Intellipaat provides full stack web development course in collaboration with ENICT IIT Guwahati. The course link of which is given in the description below.